So I bark on a song. Fuck off.
You shake a pretty mean cake, Batman.
I'm about to waste my fucking money on the M&M Funko.
You need to stop! Help me!
That's Emmanuel then. What can we do today?
Sorry I'm late. Bring me that horizon. Afraid I got lost on the path of life.
You gotta go.
What's going on, people? Welcome
What's
back.
up, everybody? How we doing?
Bro, life is fucking good. So, Roland, I know it sounds like you're having a wonderful day, but that might all change in about 17 seconds. Let me show you what I saw right before we came on stream. I was scrolling through the old Instagram and I want to know what you think of this. We're not going to
How
go through the
real?
whole thing. I just want you
How
to read
real
the
is it?
headline.
On a scale of 1
Alright.
to 10. How real is this on a scale of 1 to 10?
Microsoft confirmed this. You're getting an Xbox handheld, pal.
Yeah, I mean, how would that... To play what? Because all their games are online, so... Is this thing going to be like... Is it going to run on fucking 5G? Like... Because, like, what's the point? I thought they were doing this... They were talking
Yeah,
about
like
this.
that's kind of my thing.
They were talking about this thing. Okay, so... I remember them... Not even, like...
Is this not new?
Well, it's not even like an official, like, yes, PlayStation did the PSP. And the PSP was
Yeah.
actually pretty fun. But they talked about this like years ago, how they wanted to do it. Like before the Xbox freaking Series X came out, they were like, we want to make a handheld eventually. Right when the Switch started to become all popular. Like right when the Switch came out.
Yeah.
Like a couple months after that, Xbox was like, well, we want to do something similar. But you haven't.
Yeah, like would
is
you be able to
cool.
plug this into your TV?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Like
you
that's
would
kind of my whole
assume,
thing, you
you
know?
would assume, but at the same time, I don't really see the. I see the point, but I don't see the point. So there was I thought it was a cool product back in like 2011 or 12 that came out, where you could actually bring your Xbox with you places. So it was like a little briefcase that you
Really?
could put your Xbox into, and when you flipped it open, it had a screen, and you could plug your controller into it. So you could play offline
Oh, that's
Xbox
sick
games,
as fuck.
like on the plane or in the car. Like you could do that.
So
And
basically, kind of like a Switch.
yeah, but I mean, it was bigger. It was it fit the Xbox in it. You know, it was like the
Oh,
size of like a
fuck!
briefcase.
That's sick.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but the thing is, it didn't have like Wi-Fi. They had it. They showed it in Game Informer running Halo 4. It was like right when Halo 4 came out.
I used to get a Game Informer magazine every single month.
I think I
loved
still
that
have
shit.
mine. Dude, I have the Halo Reach one that had the Halo Reach concept art on the front. It's a great
Really?
that was a great issue. Yeah, that had like Halo Reach, Gears of War 3, one of the Assassin's Creed games. And like if you go back and look at that Game Informer, you're like, wow, this is when Xbox was really killing it.
But yeah, so like because like apparently the like Microsoft boss confirmed this, so this is on the cusp of PlayStation saying that they're close to their handheld coming out soon. So I wonder if handheld's kind of like the way the gaming's going, because like the Switch kind of revolutionized that, kind of sort of. Like,
Hold on, I'm gonna think about portable monitor. Is that it?
is that what it was?
No, it was
Portable
like
monitor?
No, 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 no. I gotta see if this will lead me to. Here it is. I think I found it.
Word.
Give me a second. People have them.
Did you ever get one?
No, no. Hold on. I gotta see if I can find the right one.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try it. Halo 4.
But yeah, no, I mean, I just think I think that that might be the way of the future is like, handheld gaming that
Yeah,
you can like plug
here,
into your
I found
TV.
it. I found it. It's literally on Amazon.
You can still get that shit?
Yeah, it's called the Vanguard. It's right here.
Oh, I've heard of that before. I've heard of
Um,
that before.
yeah, I'm trying to find one that's not on Amazon so I can actually look up I can get an image of it.
Hold on.
No, I got it. I got it. I'm just
Xbox Vanguard.
here.
Oh,
I'll just share my screen because it's right here. People are selling them, but this is easy enough. They did this like a long time ago. This was right before Halo 4 came out. This was in Game Informer. So you
hey
see, like,
yo.
you plug the Xbox in, and then there's a screen here, and you can run it.
What? You think that
So
that's
like,
what they'll be doing now?
no, it's too big. The thing's big, dude. The thing's as big as an Xbox 360.
Halo Sigma? What is that down there?
I have no idea. It's probably a fan made thing. Probably machinima.
No, but dude, that's fucking sick as hell. That shit's sick.
Yeah, it's basically like a laptop, like a little laptop briefcase. What it
That thing
runs your
definitely didn't. That thing definitely needed to be charged after like 35 minutes for sure.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you could plug it into like your car. I know that.
How'd you
So
plug it
you
into your car?
same way you charge your phone.
Yeah, but like that takes off the battery of your car and shit like that. But yeah,
I don't
that's
know, bro. If you got kids in the back that won't shut the hell up, maybe I don't know.
true.
It's for the
No,
360,
but like,
and apparently they have them for the series. Apparently they still have them because right there is a Xbox One
huh?
in this one.
So so
That's the
this
360.
isn't technically a handheld though, is it?
Hell no,
Technically not.
no. But that was like the start of them trying to make portable Xbox. I mean, now if you have the right software and your phone can handle it, you can just download the Xbox app. You can get one of those. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
yeah, because they had them for PlayStation too. But
Yep.
like you had these nowadays, they have those little controllers that clip onto your phone. Like, and if you have the right phone, you can run Xbox on your phone. You can run video games on your phone.
Yeah, but should you? I
I
mean,
mean,
like your
I'm
phone is
sure
gonna blow the fuck up, right?
I'm sure it
Do
explodes your
you do that shit?
battery. No, I don't use it. I use the Xbox app on my phone all the time, but use like I don't use it for anything other than like certain things. Because I use it for like uploading like pictures, like profile pictures that I want to use that aren't on Xbox. Because you can
Yeah.
take anything from your gallery and use it as a profile picture. And then
Word.
you
Yeah.
can also like talk to people. Like if I'm out and I want to see what my friends are playing, I'll just hop on the party and ask be like, yo, I'll be home in like 20 minutes. Or you can message people shit. Like if you want to send somebody a link to something, or if you want to it's basically you have everything from the Xbox console on your phone, like except for games to play. But if you have a certain phone, like the newer ones, you can actually run games. And
Yeah,
I
but
think
that's
it's a
probably gonna be
certain phone.
low
I think
ass
it's like
quality though. Like
not
my question
necessarily, dude.
is,
Some of these phones have better quality screens than like anything else. I assume it would probably take as much battery life as you're like playing Pokemon Go, which depletes your battery super fast.
well, my thing is for this Xbox handheld.
Yo,
Daryl,
Daryl! What's up, dude?
what's up, man? For
Long
this
time no see, brother.
handheld, what is rumored to be for the PlayStation 1 is that it can run up to PS4 caliber games. So it'll be like PS4 caliber. So I wonder if for the Xbox handheld, if y'all will get up to Xbox One
Well,
caliber.
here's the thing. They'll definitely they'll put Game Pass on there, and it'll probably just be all Game Pass games minus the AAA ones. Like you'll be able to play Call of Duty, but probably not Black Ops 6.
You don't think that you'll get like new games on there?
I mean, honestly, part of me agrees with this, and I'll get to that in a second. I'm sure he's joking, but there's a reason.
No, I kind of want a Wii too.
But the thing with I don't think you will get new games on it. You would need software updates to the act, like hardware updates, actually, probably to be able to even run that. And you're talking about something. It's gonna cost probably as much, maybe a little bit less than a freaking cell phone will.
The reason that I asked
I'd
that,
say it's at least going to be $600 at least.
the reason that I asked that,
Yeah.
Roland, is that the PlayStation handheld is going to have new games on it. It's just not going to be PS5 quality.
Oh well, then yeah, it's
They're
probably going to be the same
they're
exact thing. But again, I don't really see the point of it unless it's going to be able to run without Wi-Fi.
yeah, true. Like
Like
they
you're not
have
going to
this
go.
thing.
You're not going to go to like I could see it if you're at like a convention and you're staying in a hotel. But why not just bring your Xbox and like start a fucking have like your friends from the convention over to your room, and like you're gonna probably be playing offline games anyway. But other
That's
than
actually a
that,
really good point.
yeah, because if you're at a convention, let's say like you're MegaCon or something, and you're with all the boys, and you're like, "Yo, come back to the freaking Airbnb, which has Wi-Fi, or come back to the hotel room, and we're gonna do like an old school fucking split screen COD match." You're not gonna be playing the new COD anyway because it doesn't support that, or the new Halo. Like you're not gonna be doing split screen. You're gonna be playing online. You're gonna be playing the older games anyway if you're doing something like that. And you can just bring your
Yeah,
console and
true.
hardwire it into the TV or the Wi-Fi or the Ethernet or something like that.
Yeah, like
I don't
I
see the point of
wonder.
this unless you're playing a single player game. Like if you're playing Skyrim,
How would
which
that work on an
at the same
Xbox
time,
handheld?
most of these single player games probably will have a hard time running on it because most of the single player games people play are not just strictly story. Like there's a lot of them that are open worlds now. And I know that, Breath of the Wild and everything runs on, and Tears of the Kingdom both run on a Switch.
My brother says though that they have very low graphical resolution compared to like PS5 and like, the new like Xbox and shit like that.
But here's the thing, like Xbox's main titles right now are all online games.
Right.
And how are you going to download like certain games without an online connection? You would need it unless this thing has 5G in it or some shit. Where you're
I mean,
actually it's basically a fucking cell phone at that point. Which in that case, why not use your cell phone and do what I was just explaining about just getting the little controller that connects to your phone and your phone becomes the screen, and then you just play freaking Call of Duty or whatever on your phone. Like, but even still, like, dude, that shit's fucking lame. Like, when's the last time you saw a person who wasn't a kid, like, in public playing Switch?
my brother.
In public, though. I'm talking like you're at the mall in the food court and you're like, I'm going to play
Oh no.
matches.
No.
Like, no,
No,
that was the
no.
point of, like, the old shit.
I
Like,
would look at you like a psychopath if you were like doing something like that.
like,
Yeah.
I don't even see people playing games in the doctor's office really on their phone, and you can play fucking Candy Crush or Clash of Clans or whatever the fuck like sitting in there, dude. No one does that. Like portable gaming is just it's not really it because most people want to be able to sit in their room or in their sit in their living room or their room. Like they want to be in their house. They want to have their drinks and their food and their headset on. Like you're
With
not like and if you are talking to people on it, you're using headphones. And this thing would have to have Bluetooth then, so you could connect to unless you're gonna be that dickhead who's just like blasting your sound. Like I could see it if you're stuck in an airport for a long time.
Or like if you work at the type of job that like, I have where like if I have to be at work, even in like a snowstorm, I might have to sleep over at work. I would take my PlayStation handheld with me, or something of that nature, or like I would take my Switch, something of that nature. That's what it's good for. Is like things like that. But like I'm not just gonna play it home. I literally have my PS5. Like there's no point in me playing it unless there's like exclusive games on it. Like
There wouldn't be
it's
though.
rumored it's rumored that for like the play that how they're gonna sell the PlayStation handheld is that they're putting the new God of War game on there and they're putting the Venom game on there.
Yeah, but that
So
honestly that's a horrible idea.
I
Business
agree with you. I
business wise,
agree
that's
with
a
you.
terrible idea. Like back in the day, you had different versions of the same game. Like you could play Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the PSP. It was
Yeah.
just a little bit different.
Yeah, it was like less graphically in
I'm not talking about
intense.
graphics. I'm not talking about graphics. I'm talking about like literal gameplay was different. Like you had like set missions and you could play set missions and that was it. It would be like stop the droids from getting through this like canyon on Geonosis. Or it would be like fly to the Death Star and blow it up. Like it would be like simple missions like that. That yes, they're in the main game, but they're not nearly as flushed out as they are in the main game. And I want to get to Kenobi's point here of like instead of a new console, I want a Wii. I agree with that. I would play a Wii. I would get a Wii and just play fucking Force Unleashed 1 and 2 on there because there's so many more missions in both of those games. Like that dude, the Wii version of Force Unleashed 1 and 2 is peak.
So much fucking better, bro.
It's peak. It
On
is the
the
best
Wii
version.
version, it is so much better.
It's the best version of that game. There's like an extra 10 missions in the first game. Like you go back to the Jedi Temple like 3 times.
I just don't think that you get the like DLC shit on the Wii version,
Yeah,
right?
you do. Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
do. The DLC stuff's on there. There's also in the second one, there's also a Smash Bros type fighting game that's all Star Wars characters,
Oh, that's sick.
which is really dope. Like, and there's different stages. Like, there's a Jabba's Palace stage. There's um a Sarlacc stage, like, but it's like the Felucia Sarlacc, and you can kick people into there as like one of the things. Like,
Dude,
you could have like Boba Fett versus Starkiller. You could play like
I fucked
any of
up.
the characters. They're all in it. It's really fucking cool, and it has so much more missions and like it's more fun, dude. It's so much better. I remember my first time I played Force Unleashed on the Xbox. I was like, it's still great, but they remove all the side missions. Like
I
it's just
fucked up
main campaign.
because my mom told me that she was going to get me the Force Unleashed, and she was like, "Do you want it on PS3? Do you want it on PS2, or do you want it on Wii?" And I was like, "I want it on PS3." But I heard everyone saying that the fucking Wii version was like you know the like was the like superior version,
It was.
and I was like, I fucked up, bro. I
Bro, you
fucked up.
fight like an ancient Sith Lord at one point. Like, it's just cool shit. He's got like dark purple lightning and he's like got a sword and
What
a
the
shield.
hell? What?
Yeah, and he's one of the Palins from like Utapau, like those tall dudes with like the fucked up lips that like talk
Yeah,
to Obi-Wan and Revenge of the Sith. Like he's one of them, and you fight him, and it's
the
pretty
one
damn.
that Obi-Wan says, if you have warriors, now is the time.
Yes, yeah, those tall
Yeah.
dudes. Yeah, he's like one of them. You fight this other chick who like fell to the dark side. She used to be a Jedi, and you fight her in the Jedi archives.
What?
Yeah, you fight. I think this. I think this is also in the Xbox version, but it's not the same. You fight the ghost of your father. The first
That was
mission.
in there, yes.
The first mission where Vader is on Kashyyyk. It's at night, and the clones are running around like murdering fucking Wookiees as you're just walking through as Vader, and you could just force choke the shit out of like 4 people at the same time and like throw them.
Yeah, that changed in the
Yeah, it was
mainline
daytime. It was
version.
daytime, so it was completely different. I'm like, dude, the fact that it's nighttime and you're burning down like the trees, like you're just walking through as Vader. You don't even have to use your lightsaber if you don't want to. Like, it's it's dope. Like the power of Vader in that first mission. Oh, he starts off, bro. He lands, and the commander runs up to him, and he's like, "All right, so why are all these Wookiees still fighting you?" The commander's like, "Well, they created like a whatever," and Vader just like kills this fucking clone trooper right in front of him. I think he just throws him off the cliff. I literally think he just throws him off the tree, and then just keeps walking. And then all the other clone troopers follow you through, and you can keep going to certain
Wait,
points.
you're saying clone troopers?
Yeah,
Stormtroopers?
they're not stormtroopers yet. It's just during Order 66, like right after.
Mm.
It's like in the months after. It's like a couple, like maybe a month or two after. It's like newly Vader.
Oh.
Yeah, because the Wookiees are
Okay.
still putting up a fight. The Felucia missions are really good. You go to Raxus Prime a couple times. The Raxus Prime missions are a lot better. There's so many more outfits. There's more lightsaber colors. The final fight between Vader and with Vader and Palpatine is way better on the Wii version. Same thing with the
Well, if
second.
you ever get a Switch, they have the Wii versions of The Force Unleashed 1 and 2
Yeah, I know.
on there.
And then there's also the other thing is the freaking Lego games, dude. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, shock to you. Her
Shock
fight,
T.
her fight was
I forgot about that.
She's in the Xbox version, but her fight in the Wii version is way better. And then there's also the
Lego games, bro.
Lego
That
Batman,
shit went hard.
Lego Batman 1, Lego Indiana Jones 1, and the complete saga are way better on the Wii.
I never played them on Wii, so I wouldn't know.
Dude. They just play better, and there's something about it. Like I remember all 3 of them just so much fun.
I had all 3 of those games on the PS2, except I had Lego Star Wars, the ones with episodes 4, 5, and 6. I had
Star Wars
that.
1, Lego Star Wars 2, and then they came out with the complete saga.
Yeah. Well, I had one of them on the GameCube, which was fucking awesome. So
yeah,
I loved how
the one on the GameCube was 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah,
I don't think
yes.
they had
That
1,
would
2,
be
and
the
3
one.
on the GameCube. That's the
Yeah,
other thing that they
that
changed in the complete saga. I mean, the Skywalker saga is a good Lego game, but Lego shouldn't talk. I stand by that.
I agree with you.
I
Unless
will
it's a
forever
show.
stand by. I don't watch Lego shows, but I stand by that. And the fact that you had the Revenge of the Sith final mission where you had to keep fighting each other throughout the mission, like one player was Obi-Wan and one player was Anakin. You had to keep fighting each other and then like do something together and then fight each other again. I finished the game. I think I did episode 9, the Skywalker saga. I think I did all of them. I've played every Lego
Like
Star
when I
Wars.
got through like episode 6 and then just like quit that shit.
Yeah, but I want to go 100% it because dude, I used to be a freaking billionaire in the complete saga back in the day. I had every freaking character unlocked. I had all the freaking gold bricks, all the red bricks.
I loved
I played the
that,
shit
like,
out of that game, but that game brings something out of me that, like, if weirdly enough, those games bring something out of me that no other game does, and that's like I need to collect every stud. I need to. Like I need to destroy everything in a room.
you're literally just like Liam.
Dude,
If
like
you and me ever played a
I have
Lego
to.
game,
I have to.
you would
I'm
literally
like
get on my fucking nerves
that's
because,
why
like,
that's why the Skywalker saga is not good for me because it's open world and I will just destroy everything. Like I need to, and it takes me forever to get from like the landing platform to the mission area because I'm like, oh, that's destroyable, that's destroyable, that's destroyable. I'm just picking up fucking coins, like no matter. It annoys me, but then I see something that I haven't destroyed yet, and I'm like, that's an extra couple coins. I got to get it.
nah, bro.
And
When
then
you
I'm like,
would
dude,
like
I've been running around, and then they respawn. Then they respawn, and then I'm like, fuck, I got to destroy them all
when
again.
you would get the purple ones, bro, that felt so fucking cool. Whenever you would
Yeah,
get the purple ones,
I would re-download the Skywalker Saga because I have all the character packs. I just wish there was DLC missions.
I know.
Like I got the Clone
Like,
Wars characters. I got like they should just add in like Clone Wars missions. That'd be cool.
I feel like
Or like,
the
dude,
thing
or
is,
like back in the day, if they had before Mandalorian shit the bed, if they had put in like a Mandalorian DLC, people would play the fuck out of that.
I mean, they
People
can
would,
still do that now, but
yeah, it's not
it
gonna
wouldn't
hit
be
the
the
same.
same though.
Yeah,
But like,
fuck, I love Lego games.
no,
The old ones, Lego Indiana Jones 1 was fucking phenomenal. Lego Batman 1 was great.
I like the Lego Batman games
Dude, well, the
until
first
they
one,
started talking.
yeah, well, the first one, you could play the entire campaign of Lego Batman, and then you could go and you could play as the villains and
Yeah, bro, that
do the
shit's
whole
fucking
villain
awesome.
campaign. Yeah,
That shit goes hard, bro.
game was
Like,
harder though. It didn't have the force. Well, neither did
yeah,
Indiana Jones, but you had the whip. Like the Batman ones, were I remember like you had to have certain characters to do certain things, which is the same
Shinobi,
thing.
you should definitely play them.
Oh, dude, yeah, Lego Indiana Jones. Just play the first one. The first one is like it's Last Crusade, Temple of Doom, and or no, um, Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade. So you
Is
don't
there a
even have
second
to
one?
play the second one is just the fourth Indiana Jones.
Really?
Yeah, so
That's
it's not worth
fucking whack.
not worth it. I only played it at my cousin's house because they got it, and I was like, this shit's
Did you ever
stupid.
play the Lego Pirates of the Caribbean?
I did, yeah. I also played the Lego Lord of the Rings, which was the first open world one.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, the Lego Lord of the Rings wasn't bad, actually.
I was kind of expecting it to be like mid, actually. I
Dude, it
was
was
kind of
actually
like,
the best open world Lord of the Rings game. It really was because you could go to any location from the movies, and I was like, wow, this is great. And you could unlock some really cool characters. And if you're Sauron, like you're taller than all the other Legos, and you can like freaking smack people. It's really hard to get Sauron, but like if you hit one dude, like 3 characters would go flying.
the thing,
And you actually
the thing
had the
that
whole
was,
fellowship during the fellowship missions. The whole fellowship was there,
yeah,
which was cool because then you could switch between all 9 of them and like do different things.
the, the thing
Yeah, that
that
was a good
I think
game.
is
I would
cool,
play that again. But wasn't
the thing
Lego
that
Pirates only 1, 2, and 3?
I think so. But
No, I think
then
it
I
had
could have
4
sworn
in
that
it
there was
too.
a second one.
No, I think it had 4 in it too. I think it was Lego Pirates of the Caribbean because I think it went up to the 4th one. And I didn't play the 4th one, or maybe it was
I
only
never
the.
got.
4th. I think it was only the 4th one.
Was it?
Yeah, was Lego Pirates of the Caribbean only the 4th one? Kenobi, do you remember? I think it was only the 4th movie, and I thought that was really stupid because I remember not liking that game.
what puts the complete saga above all of these games are two things. One, I wouldn't even complete the Battle of Geonosis. I would just keep fighting because it was so fun. And then two, unlocking Indiana Jones was so fucking fun.
Yeah,
Like,
that was a cool thing. You had to find Indiana Jones in one of the missions. It was like his skeleton or something. You had to like find him, and then you
yes.
could buy the character. If you got into like a certain room during the missions, I forget which mission it was
Where's
in.
he at? Is he on the Death Star?
I think he's on Endor.
Oh, okay.
I think. I could be wrong, but I think he's on Endor. Or Tatooine. He might be on Tatooine. But you can find
Let
Indiana
me
Jones and you can unlock him. And then you have like a
where
pistol and the whip. You have the whip and the pistol.
Jones in the complete saga.
There's something you have to do first.
To
Oh,
find
yeah,
Indiana Jones
I played Lego
in
Clone
Lego
Wars.
Star Wars, you need to watch the trailer for Lego Indiana Jones,
In
and then
game, yeah,
he
because you can
will,
watch it in the theater.
yeah, and then he will become available for purchase. Ah, okay.
Yeah, but there's also a place where you can find his body.
Yeah.
I strictly remember a skeleton with Indiana Jones's hat and whip and pistol, like there on one of the planets. Yeah, Lego
So it
Clone
was all
Wars
four
actually had
movies.
some pretty solid missions, but that was like the first game I played where the Legos talked.
So you
Oh,
are adamant that like Legos should not talk?
yeah, because
That's
every
like,
Lego game where they don't talk is actually fucking funnier, dude. Because like it's like this crazy shit is like going down, and they're just like, like it's freaking great.
yeah.
Like I remember when Darth Maul comes out and Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan look at each other and they just go, they just shrug and then they go, yeah, and they like jump forward and then you're in the Darth Maul fight.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
It was in there.
maybe that's it.
I think it was. Um, but yeah, no. You didn't have the same thing. It was like the complete saga had that moment where like Luke finds out that Vader is his father by Vader pointing at a picture of a pregnant Padme. That shit was hilarious. That shit still makes me laugh, even now as a fucking grown ass man.
Yeah,
That
there was
shit
some
still.
random ass funny shit in that game. I used to do all the Easter eggs. Like you could like make certain rooms like turn into like disco rooms and
Yeah,
shit.
or like the stormtroopers were like in like the hot tub.
Oh, that's you don't have to do anything for that. You just find them.
I know, but like that's just funny. That's
I
just so
still think
funny.
it's hilarious that they were like beach troopers, quote unquote, were in Legos before they were like in Rogue One. And like they
Hmm.
made beach troopers like a thing in Rogue One, but the original beach trooper is just a stormtrooper wearing a swimsuit chilling in the hot tub in Lego Star Wars. That's the original beach trooper.
So
I,
Lego Star Wars came up with it.
yeah, Lego Star Wars came up with the term beach trooper,
That's awesome.
which I thought was funny. And then
I remember
there was like
Yoda's Lego Death Sound.
oh my god, yeah, that's the best part about that game. It's so good. Shit's hilarious. I used to
Yeah.
just turn into I used to always have like a droid because remember they wouldn't attack droids.
Yeah.
Like if you were
Yeah.
just a certain droid, you wouldn't get attacked. So I would just turn into like this little ass droid from the Phantom Menace and like run around. And then I had the self destruct thing on, so I just run into groups of enemies and self destruct, and then you just
Oh,
respawn.
that's sick.
Also, the ghosts were OP. If you unlock the ghost, no one can kill you. There's only one way to die, and that's by falling off a cliff.
Right. I forgot you could get like ghosts like Obi-Wan, you can get ghosts like Anakin and shit like that.
And Yoda. There's the 3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, that's sick. That's
You
fucking
could start
awesome.
a fight in the cantina.
I remember that.
Yeah, you'd hit somebody in the cantina, you just start a fight. Then everybody would just start killing each other, like out of nowhere.
Yeah, bro. But like the music would like not stop though. It would just
Yeah.
keep on going
The
no
character
matter what
creation,
happened.
yeah, until you ran into a mission.
Yeah. But nah, bro. I fucked with the Lego games. Like, the really early ones. I like them. They they were all cool.
Well,
And
it was all Star Wars until Batman and Indiana Jones.
yeah.
Oh, dude,
Kinda
they had the secret level, the 2 secret levels where you were in you could be there as long as you wanted to be, but
you were in like a city.
You were in Lego City, and you had
Yeah.
Star Wars, but you could play as all your Star Wars characters in Lego City, and you had to destroy everything in the city to hit the. You had to get true Jedi while you were in there.
Yep.
That was fun.
Also, I
You get so
created
many
some
fucking
really
credits, dude.
funky Lego
Oh,
characters as
they
well.
had the fucking mini kit missions, where if you unlocked a mini
Yes.
kit and it was like a full ship, then you could go and do like an extra mission as the full ship.
Yep.
And some of those are really
The
cool.
combinations would be so fucking funny too. Like
Oh yeah,
you could
character
have a
creation.
mission. Yeah, bro. You could have a mission where you're like fucking General Grievous teaming with like Padme. That shit was so fucking funny.
Oh, well, that too, yeah. But I'm talking about the character creation. Like, I would make the coolest freaking characters, dude.
And then you could use them in like, the actual game.
Yeah, which was kind of OP because you could just give somebody a red lightsaber, and then they had dark side powers. So like, if you needed a
Yeah.
dark side character for a mission, you just make one. If you didn't have any unlocked, you just make one. But you usually had one unlocked by that point. But yeah, because I'd do a light side playthrough because that's what the campaign was. But then you'd have to go back through as like you would have to get a bounty hunter and a droid. You'd have to at least get a bounty hunter and a Sith Lord, and then you could go through and do a ton of extra shit. Then they had the grenades that would like the thermal detonators that would only stick to like the silver objects.
Yeah.
Man, that game was fun.
That game was fun as fuck. And I hope that they're giving all these games like, a remaster and shit, bro. Give the complete saga a remaster or something.
They won't do that though because the Skywalker saga's out.
Man, I don't give a shit, bro. Just, get fucking like get rid of the sequels. Don't make them canon. Just like give us the old canon back. Which, by the way, we were speaking about The Force Unleashed earlier. With this acquisition of Disney, does that mean that Rom Coda is no longer a canon character?
Yes,
Fuck, man. I
which
liked him too.
he's one of the coolest fucking Jedi in the video games. Yeah, I think I have the complete saga on every console that I've ever owned. Except for like the consoles before it was
Bro,
out.
the fucking DS. I love the Wii games. Roland, there is a set of Lego games that we have not talked about. The Harry Potter games are so fun.
Yeah, they were good. I forgot
Yeah,
about that. They were good too. They were pretty solid. I completely forgot about the Lego Harry Potter games.
yeah. They had I think they even have one for the Fantastic Beasts, but those movies are mid anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I
Once they
watched
fired Johnny Depp.
I watched the second and the third one recently because I'd never seen them.
Were they good?
Um, Johnny Depp's in the second one.
Is he? I thought he got fired by that point.
He got fired for the third one.
Oh.
And it's really jarring. It's really jarring when they're all acting like Mads Mikkelsen is just Johnny Depp.
Did Mads do a good job though?
Yeah, he's basically Hitler. He's like
Yeah, that's
Wizard, he's
basically
like
what
Wizard.
Grindelwald is. Yeah.
But also, he's not though, because like Voldemort is Wizard Hitler. Because Voldemort
Well,
just wants only pure bloods, only pure
well,
blood wizards, whereas like
I
Mads Mikkelsen just wants to start World War II.
yeah, I don't know
He wants wizards to
why.
just control the human world because he had a vision of World War II. So
Yeah.
he wants to make sure that yeah.
Is Newt even in the third movie?
Yeah. Yeah, they go to
Oh,
China.
okay. They go to China?
Yeah, the only thing I liked about that is they show different ministries. So like you go to the ministry, there's the Ministry of France, Germany, the Ministry of Germany, Brazil, and China.
The third one's The Secrets of Dumbledore, right?
Yeah, he's gay.
We all knew that.
Uh, he
We
was
all knew that.
he was not gay in the Harry Potter movies.
Bro, JK said that shit on fucking Pottermore in fucking like 2012.
She
We
said
all fucking knew that Dumbledore was gay.
she
Okay?
said she said maybe. She said, I guess if that's how you want to think about him, then sure.
You don't even so you like the Fantastic Beasts movies, but you don't like Harry Potter? That's
She didn't
fucking
say
weird.
well, yeah, that's a strange one.
Yeah, it's like how people have like Roland. There are people that fucking tell me they like the Hobbit movies, but they don't like the Lord of the Rings. What?
Yeah, that's
Huh?
retarded. That's retarded. You're retarded if you think that. I don't give a fuck if you are offended.
People like the Hobbit movies, but they don't like the Lord of the Rings. Like the superior in every fucking way movies to the Hobbit movies.
Bro, there's people that like Rings of Power that don't even watch Lord of the Rings. Like,
Exactly,
that's
bro.
retarded. You want to talk about retarded? That's retarded. People are
Well,
like,
because
dude, the amount of people that I have, they're like, oh, you don't like, or the Acolyte. They're like, you don't like the Acolyte? Why not? Oh, you don't like Rings of Power? Why not? Because if you, okay, I'm fucking sick and tired of these fandom tourists. They're tourists. It used to be niche.
they did, I think, yes.
It did, yeah. It used to be niche to be a fucking nerd because you lived it, right? You lived it. Whether you were a superhero nerd or a Star Wars nerd or a Lord of the Rings nerd or Harry Potter or whatever, it was not popular. It was fucking niche.
Nope.
And then Disney bought Star Wars and it became popular to like Star Wars. Then it was cool to like Star Wars. It's the same thing with Lord of the Rings. It's like The Hobbit came out, and that didn't do much for it. But then Amazon comes out with freaking Rings of Power, and everybody is a Lord of the Rings fucking expert now, even though they've never read the books. It's like the same thing with House of the Dragon. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like everybody's a fucking expert now on Game of Thrones because you watched House of the Dragon. Like, and they're like, well,
Yeah, but
season 8 really wasn't that bad. And it's like, yeah, because you only watched season 8.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you're tourists. It's fucking tourists. Like, these people come in because that's the popular thing. It's the same
By
thing.
tourists, do you mean like casual fans? Is that what you're
I
saying?
mean literally tourists. They're fans of it while it's popular. It's the same thing that happened with Star Wars with The Mandalorian. How many people do you know that watch The Mandalorian that have never actually watched the Star Wars movies or didn't watch
ton of
any
fucking
other
people.
stuff? They watch The Mandalorian because there's a little green fucker in it. When they don't even know anything about Yoda's character in general.
There are some people that like branched out afterward that like, actually got into it, but
That's
like
true. Bro, I was just talking to a dude who's 27 at a party like 2 weeks ago. At a Halloween party. He was dressed as a Jedi. Alright, he was dressed as a fucking Jedi. No, he's 28. Him and his friend were dressed as Jedi. And they both got into Star Wars this year.
Oh.
He does not like the Disney shit. and he asked me about the shows, and I'm like, don't watch any of them. Watch Andor. Watch Andor and watch Rogue One. Everything else is fucking shit compared to the original 6 movies. Because he always thought that he wouldn't like it. And then he ended up really liking it. He ended up really liking. He did it the right way too. He watched 4, 5, and 6, and then 1, 2, and 3.
That's what I tell people. People are like, Star Wars looks fucking boring. I'm like, just watch A New Hope, and trust me, you'll fucking like it.
Yeah.
Like,
everybody likes A New Hope. Everybody. If you show A New Hope to any person, it's a universal story.
yeah.
It's universally touching to most people. Unless you're like a sociopath.
You don't even have to know anything about Star Wars to get that story.
That's why I'm saying you have to watch A New Hope first, because no one knows anything about Star Wars before A New Hope came out.
Nope.
Because Star Wars wasn't a thing. If you don't know anything about Star Wars, watch A New Hope. There's people that are out there right now that don't know that Vader is Luke's father. Fact.
I needed that laugh. Thank you, Kenobi.
That's so random, but it's also facts.
No, but like, so
Dude,
like,
and these people, they're straight up fucking tourists.
I was talking to a coworker, and she was like, "I've never seen any of the Star Wars movies. Where should I start? I don't think that I'm gonna like them, but I wanted to, give them a try." I was like, "Watch A New Hope. Get back to me." She binged all 6 movies and watched Clone Wars and fucking loved it. And I was like, "See? I told you." Like for like anybody that says Star Wars is fucking, boring, I'm just saying
It's because
just
you're sitting on your phone or you're not paying attention.
right, like put your phone down, watch A New Hope, let the story sink in, and I promise that you will actually like it. And if you don't like it, that's your fault, because like it's really really easy to like. You have to choose to not like it.
There's a reason that you do. You have to choose, like, because even you have to lie to yourself. You literally have to lie to yourself. It's the same thing with Lord of the Rings. It's like you're lying to yourself that this isn't a good movie.
Right. I've seen people say that. I've seen people say, I watched all 3 of the I've seen all 3 of the Lord of the Rings movies, and they are all bad. I'm like, you're choosing to not like this.
Yeah. At that point, you're just choosing that it's not a good movie.
Yeah. Or it's like people will hear the fucking Beatles and say, they're not good.
That one, I think, is so fucking stupid. Where people are like, the Beatles aren't even good. They're a bad band. I'm like, well, they're not. You just don't like them. You don't like their sound, but they're not a bad band. Like, you can't say that their music is shit, because their music was the biggest thing for fucking 15, 20 years. It's like,
music changes, but
people that say they're like, well, Michael Jackson sucks. It's like, no, he doesn't suck. You don't like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson has the highest freaking, adjusted for inflation, the highest sold album ever of all time. There's a reason for that. Because he doesn't suck.
Yeah. Or it's like people will say that
people say this thing sucks. Like, if people say like, well, Dragon Ball fucking sucks. I'm not even a Dragon Ball fan because I don't personally like Dragon Ball. But I'll tell you,
Dragon Ball's fucking awesome though.
I will never say that Dragon Ball sucks though. I'll tell you why I personally am not a big fan of it, but it doesn't suck. It's the same thing with One Piece. Like, I don't like One Piece. I mean, I don't hate it.
I can respect your point of view though, because you don't chastise people for, loving it. Like, you
I know it's
acknowledge.
Good. I know it's good. My reason for not watching it is like pretty fucking stupid to a lot of people, which is I'm not a big fan of the animation style, and I also am not a big fan of, like, I don't have the time to catch up on it. I will eventually watch it. I've said this many times, but it's the same thing. Yeah, I mean,
new I think that new Taylor Swift is ass, but I actually like her old shit. I won't even lie to you. Like, I like some of her old shit.
Roman's like,
But
we are never, never, never getting back together.
nah, bro, her song with Kendrick went hard, bro.
I don't even know that song.
That shit's good.
I
No,
haven't
but
listened to Kendrick Lamar in years. Unless
but
like ADHD or swimming pools comes on my fucking phone.
so you didn't hear any of his beef with fucking Drake?
Oh no, I did. Yeah, I heard him call him a pedophile.
You didn't listen to him murder him? Yeah.
Yeah.
But no. People will, but then like the thing is though, bro. The thing is though, people will also say that things are fucking awesome. It's like how people will say, "Well, bro, you have to really listen deeply, and then you can understand Drake." I'm like, what is there to understand
There's nothing deep
about
about
Drake?
There's nothing deep about Drake. That I can understand if you say, bro, well, you gotta listen to Slipknot and it's really deep. Like, yeah, it is. It is. Because on the surface, it's not. On surface, it's Corey Taylor switching from singing to screaming with some real, not even screaming, but like yelling like deeply, and like
Yeah,
switching to singing with like hard metal behind it.
it's the
Like
same with like
on the
Linkin Park
surface.
though.
But if you listen to the words, it's some deep fucking shit, and it's really fucking good. And a lot of those songs are pretty fucking positive. A lot of Slipknot songs are fucking positive, which is weird, but they are.
Yeah,
And it's
the
the same thing with like
sound doesn't
Eminem.
sound like it.
Like
But
people
yes,
tell you like if you say like if you tell me a Drake's deep, but then you tell me that Eminem sucks, your opinion's invalid to me.
people that have said that though, there were people that like are like Eminem doesn't have any substance, but then they will tell me Drake has
They
fucking
listen to
meaning.
fucking Lil Pump and fucking like all the new rappers and shit. I'm like, you're I can't have a conversation with you.
What substance does Drake have except for flexing that he fucks people and has like a shit ton of fucking money? Like really, genuinely, he doesn't have an interesting story or like
No,
you know.
Buster was in Degrassi. He was in
Well,
fucking
no, but like
Degrassi. He got shot in Degrassi. He's in a wheelchair, and then he started rapping, and that's why he's famous. That's the only fucking reason. That's the only
life, Ronnie, life. No, but the thing is that like people can say what they want about like Eminem's or like Eminem now being like mid, but like bro still has like Slim Shady. He has something to fall back on that's actually interesting. Drake doesn't have that shit. Drake doesn't have an interesting story or like an interesting like alter ego or nothing. Drake has nothing. Drake is carried because people make him nice ass beats. That's literally it. Because I guarantee
He also
you,
has
if
ghostwriters.
what happened?
He also has ghostwriters.
True.
He doesn't write anything.
You can say what you want about Kanye. I have, and this is more so.
There's substance there.
There is substance.
Graduation is one of the best fucking albums of the early 2000s.
Kanye fell off of the deep end in terms of his like musical shit.
Yeah, but
Kanye fell off of the deep end, but there's still something there.
Yes, he is, Ronnie. That's something I already said that.
Yeah.
Right before you came in, I said that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I mean, so like for people that say that like they tried to watch The Lord of the Rings and you sat through all 3 movies, which first of all, maybe if you didn't like the theatrical cut, maybe watch the extended cuts
Well, some
maybe
people
you'll
don't
like them
like
better.
fantasy, right? Some people don't like fantasy, but I know people that are not fans of fantasy, but they like Lord of the Rings. So here's what I'm telling you is if you sit through all three of those movies and you don't glean a single thing out of that, then yeah,
You're choosing to.
You're choosing to. You're choosing to not like it, or you paid zero attention. You have the attention span of a fucking flea. Like if you've watched all three Lord of the Rings movies and not a single bit of it spoke to you, you're brain dead. You're fucking dumb. Because those
I mean, you're not wrong, but
yeah, you're fucking
yeah.
dumb. Like if there wasn't one thing that spoke to you about those movies, then I question your intelligence. Because I was a child and I got shit out of those movies. And it wasn't just, wow, cool, fighting. No, like, I got fucking life lessons out of those movies. I got life lessons out of fucking Star Wars.
Aragorn's fucking story is beautiful. And if you can't follow, or, like, if you can't get, like, anything on it, ooh, hey. I was hating on Lord of the Rings for being boring for years, but earlier this year, I watched the first one fully, and I changed my mind. See?
Exactly.
See?
Exactly. And that's all you have to do is give them a chance. And people tell me,
Yeah.
oh, it's too long. And I'm like, didn't you just binge like fucking 6 hours of like a Netflix show?
Slaughter kids and take over the world. That's my favorite one.
No, Ronnie. I learned more from Obi-Wan Kenobi and not fucking letting the dark side take over at all in your own mind. You know how many times Obi-Wan could have fallen to the dark side? He could have fallen to the dark side in the first movie. Well, not the first one as in like episode 4, but in the Phantom Menace. As soon as Qui-Gon died, he could have used the fucking dark. He didn't.
Or when, like, Satine dies in fucking, like, Clone Wars and shit.
Yeah, that's what Maul was trying to get him to do. Maul was trying to turn Obi-Wan there. He was trying to get Obi-Wan to use the dark side, and he still didn't. And that's what pissed him off the most.
Which is why
he was trying to
Kenobi sucks.
Yeah, that's why the Kenobi show is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Fuck that show.
But yeah, no, it's like back to like just to like wrap that point up.
I forget that I've blocked that show out of my fucking memory until someone brings it up.
I'm sorry that I brought it back into your memory.
Well, no, remember we were going through all the different Disney Star Wars shows, and my fucking mom texted me and she goes, "You forgot Kenobi?"
Yeah, facts.
Yes, exactly. Uncle Kenobi, fucking goat.
Obi-Wan's a legendary character. Like,
he is the pure light side. He's even more pure light side than Yoda. And that's all because of Qui-Gon Jinn. Dude, see? Even talking about Kenobi, I forgot Reva was a character until he just mentioned it. I've blocked that show.
Didn't they have scenes with child Luke on that show? Or
They did. I forget
misremembering.
No, they did, and then they knock him out so he doesn't see a lightsaber. So he doesn't know what it is in The New Hope.
And I remember when we started the RoloRome cast, we thought that it enhanced A New Hope, but now like thinking on it, no, it fucking ruins it.
I did not think that by the end of that show.
I said it.
I was like, there's no fucking way. I was mad. I turned on that show really quick.
Yeah.
Now I do like the scene. There's one scene that I like, and that's when Vader just walks into a town and he's just fucking killing civilians to get the Jedi out of hiding.
Stop it.
Oh, that's terrible. That shit, dude. That is when my mom realized what the woke shit is in TV, in Star Wars, and why I fucking hate what they're doing with Star Wars. Because when she looked at me, she goes, "Did they just say they?" And I was like, yes, Mom, that Jedi apparently that no one was close to or asked. They just sensed through the Force somehow that was a they-them Jedi. They had to hit their quota. She was like, yeah, this was bad.
I'm just...
Which I fucking unironically, or I guess ironically, that show had the best looking version of Thrawn in it for about 2 minutes.
Wasn't he wearing, like, a fucking, like, black cloak or something on that show?
No,
I didn't watch
he
it.
was wearing a black Imperial uniform. This before he was Grand Admiral, but there's also shots of him like from the books that look exactly like that.
Also, isn't Grievous on that show for, like, a couple seconds?
That was another one. Grievous looked fantastic, and he's just slaughtering the fucking Night Sisters, cracking up while he's doing it. I'm like, that's Grievous.
Yeah, and then Vader's on it for, like, 45 seconds, isn't he?
Where the hell was that Grievous in any of Clone Wars?
Yeah.
He does a lot of running
Hold
away.
on. I'll be...
Yes, I have. I have seen clips of Detours. That's Roman's cat. Roman's cat is like, meow. Bro forgot to let his cat out before he started streaming. But yes, I have seen Detours. Detours is an interesting thing. Yeah, that show should have been released.
Haha. Funny. Yeah, my cat's like...
I think Ronnie was serious. Because your cat did it too. I heard it twice. And then Ronnie goes, whose cat just moaned? I don't have a cat.
Well, no, you have a haunted cat in your house. Remember that?
Apparently. Apparently, according to a couple of people that have watched my house, I have a cat.
Even though you clearly don't, but...
Yeah, I'd never seen a cat here, but people were like, dude, what do I feed the cat? Like, I don't know. But for more of that, go to the last Monday Night Mayhem.
Yeah.
This is not Mayhem.
But, so I wanted to just bring this up because I wanted to get y'all, or you, Roland, and then chat's thing. So, I actually originally saw this. This is on IGN. Disney has not confirmed this, but I don't know if this is happening necessarily. But apparently we are getting episodes 10 through 12, the continuation of the Skywalker saga. Well,
all right, so
Simon Kinberg is reportedly working on a brand new Star Wars trilogy, and there's conflicting information regarding whether these movies will be episodes 10 through 12.
So I have something to say about this right now.
Okay.
Daisy Ridley's supposed to be getting a Rey movie.
Yeah.
And Simon Kinberg is supposed to be getting this trilogy. That's one and the same.
Right.
It's one and the same. The Rey movie just lost its Raider recently. And Simon Kinberg, he's also the one that did Dark Phoenix for X-Men.
Are you serious? That's him?
And he also did Fantastic Four, the movie.
Oh, we are so cooked. We are so cooked.
Yeah, so to Ronnie's point here, 2 months later, delayed indefinitely. Yeah, so we're still also supposed to be getting a Rian Johnson trilogy, which they have not canceled, a Rogue Squadron movie, which they have not canceled, a Taika Waititi movie, which they have not canceled, the new Jedi Order movie, which they have not canceled, a Lando movie, which they have not canceled.
What is the new Jedi Order?
A Sean Levy movie, a Sean Levy trilogy, I think, which they have just announced. the Simon Kinberg, which they've just announced, a James Mangold movie, which they have not canceled. What else is there? The Droids show, which is still in production apparently. Ahsoka season 2, which is most definitely happening. The Mandalorian and Grogu, which is most definitely happening. A Jon Favreau movie, which I would assume is probably happening. What else is there?
Isn't Dave getting a
Oh,
movie?
the Sharmino Bade Chinoy movie, which is supposed to be about Rey.
Ray's getting 2 movies?
I think they're all going to be one and the same. I think Kinberg is going to write, Sharmino Bade Chinoy is going to direct, which will just be shit. Sharmino Bade Chinoy, the one who literally only makes documentaries about Muslim women, is going to be doing a Star Wars movie.
I mean, documentarians.
Roman, there's a million better people they could hire.
Yes. Yeah. You're not wrong. That is true.
Yes, Ronnie, the Ronnie trilogy. I would watch that.
Facts, bro.
So I think there's like 15 different Star Wars projects. Oh, there's also another Tales of the Jedi supposed to be coming out.
I guess, Roland, my question is,
there's also an untitled animated show that is supposed to be coming out.
Do you think that episodes 10, 11, and 12 actually happened? Because wasn't episode 9 supposed to be the end of the Skywalker saga by all?
Yes.
Like that was meant to be it, right?
Well, how the fuck do you go forward? There's no Skywalkers. Rey's not a Skywalker. Don't you dare say that.
He says it at the end of the movie.
Don't you dare say that blasphemy again. I can sit here and say I'm a fucking Skywalker. Watto can say he's a fucking Skywalker.
It's like that SpongeBob episode where
I could tell you, I could say, people go, "What's your name?" And I could go, Roland Trump. That doesn't make me a fucking Trump. She's a Palpatine.
They could make it the Palpatine saga and not the Skywalker saga.
That's retarded. How about you don't do that at all and you make a completely new fucking series about new characters set way in the future where we don't ever have to mention any of this shit ever again?
Well,
how about you have some
I'm worried about
creativity? Some creativity. This is Star Wars we're talking about. Anything can happen. Anything. Literally fucking anything can happen in this fucking galaxy. You could have any type of fucking story that you want, and you don't do. Fucking go way into the fucking future. Way a million times into the fucking future, where the Skywalkers are like a fucking legend that they talk about, like King Arthur or Jesus Christ. Like shit that we know happened, but no one has any fucking recollection of it because it's so far in the past. They only have archives.
What I'm worried that happens here is that these movies come out and then people look at the sequels like how we all look at the prequels now.
No,
that's what I'm worried happens.
That'll never happen because there's too many prequel fans alive.
Yeah,
that'll never happen. Because those are the fucking tourists, Roman. These are the people that came into Star Wars just for the sequel trilogy, and that's why they think it's good.
Yeah, that's true.
They didn't live Star Wars the way that everybody in our chat right now fucking lived Star Wars.
That is true. And I think the thing is that we don't need more, we don't need an episode 10, we don't need an episode 11, and we do not need an, episode 12. Unless they're set way in the future. You can do that shit.
Don't go into the past unless you're going to fucking do it correctly. If you're going to go into the past at all, there's a million books to follow. If you're going to do Revan's story, as they've mentioned multiple times they want to do, if you're going to do Revan's story, then just do the story to a T. Because
I don't
all
want them
of
to
the
do
fucking
Revan, bro.
But don't forget that Kathleen Kennedy said, we're not like Marvel. We're not like DC. We don't have hundreds of books of source material.
Yeah, you fucking do.
She said that, though.
Yeah, because she doesn't like reading. That's why. Just if you're gonna make Revan movies, give that shit to Tony Gilroy.
Tony
Bro
Gilroy
knows what
doesn't
he's
even
doing.
want to do it, dude. He's having fun with his spy thriller. And honestly, I think that Andor Season 2 is probably going to be a banger.
I hope so.
Because the first season was a banger, in my opinion. Oh, it's too slow. Oh, it looks a lot like Earth in certain shots. Well, yeah, it's a different fucking planet. And you know what? That show from episode 6 or 7 to episode 12, fantastic. The first 3 episodes, pretty solid. The heist episodes, 2 slow ones. The heist itself, episode 6, banger. So literally from episode 6 to episode 12, that season is just fucking gunning. And it's a banger.
Yeah. Yeah, and like
And that's the
thing that,
only fucking show that I've gone back consistently and rewatched. Other than when I was with my ex-girlfriend and she always wanted to watch Mandalorian and fucking Book of Boba Fett again and
I
again
can't
and again
fucking.
and again and again and fucking again. Jesus Christ.
All right, but like the thing that I'll say though, Roland, I do think that Mando 1's good though. Actually, I think that Mando 1 is good, but like Mando 2 is mid.
Yeah,
Like,
Mando 1 has a really good amount of Gina Carano in it. That's one difference.
well, and I mean,
And
Gina's
her character is really good.
and she's also fun to look at. But yeah,
Yeah, but she's also
but
fucking good character. And Carl Weathers was great in it. Dude,
yeah,
that's the other thing. We don't have Carl Weathers anymore for Mandalorian anything.
I know, bro. That's so sad. That's sad. But like, I guess kind of in a way, no, bro. You know what they're gonna fucking do? They're gonna find a way in fucking like episode 12 to bring back Palpatine. I'm calling that shit right now. Palpatine's going to come back.
Bro, you think that's bad? I think they're setting up Ahsoka season 2 to have Abeloth as a villain.
Really?
And I think that Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost is going to have to defeat Abeloth.
I mean, like on paper that sounds cool, but like lore-wise, it's stupid.
Yeah. Because then why does Anakin Skywalker not just smite Palpatine?
Right. Right. Yeah.
Like, he's taking on a literal Force god like Abeloth. Because they've already it ended. Season 1 ended with Balin standing on the statues of the daughter and the son from
Yep.
Mortis. And I think there's
Yep.
a statue of the father or some shit too. But
Now, is Hayden confirmed for season 2 of Ahsoka?
Hayden wasn't confirmed for season 1 of Ahsoka. So yes.
Okay, then he's definitely he's definitely in that shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
But that's gonna be Dave Filoni's movie. It's gonna be fucking Abeloth.
Oh man.
It's gonna be Ahsoka destroying Abeloth with the help of Anakin Skywalker.
Bro, just leave it the fuck alone at this point. We don't need more Star Wars. Just like leave it be for like 5 or 6 years.
You know what they should have
Like,
fucking done in the first place with 7, 8, and 9?
not put them out.
No, if you're gonna make a 7, 8, and 9, you do the New Jedi Order and you have the Yuzan Vong as the main villains.
Or you could have just done
You have the Empire, the remnants of the Empire, and the Republic join together to defeat the Yuzan Vong.
or you could do what was that guy's name? The one who wrote he had the sequels where like Maul and Talon went up against Luke and his
Oh, that guy,
this-
George Lucas?
I thought that was Carlos Escobars or whatever his name
No,
is.
that was one of Lucas's treatments. That was one of his ideas.
Oh, well, no. Yeah. Yeah.
Where
They should have just done
Maul was
George's.
slowly growing the underworld, and he was just waiting for Palpatine to be gone. And then you have Luke
That's what I'm
creating.
saying.
You have
They
Luke
should have just done
creating the
George's.
Jedi Order, and then the main villain is Maul and Talon versus Luke and his apprentice and the other Jedi.
But by that point, though, they couldn't have done that because Rebels had killed off Maul, though, at that point.
Yeah, Ronnie, I was gonna say that. My favorite Star Wars book is the one Pablo Escobar wrote.
Shut up, man. Will you shut up, man?
I prefer the El Chapo treatment for Star Wars.
God damn it, man. No. No, but like I'm saying, if they had to make the sequel shit, like here's like my whole thing, right? We were all hyped for The Force Awakens as like mid as that shit was because we hadn't had a Star Wars movie in like 10 years by, that point. And like that's why we were all hyped for it. Now there's no hype for it because we haven't had a movie in 5 years, but like we've had shows constantly.
And they're all
Four
failures.
to 5 shows.
They're all failures
every year.
except for 2.
Yeah.
Mandalorian season 1 and 2, and Andor. But Andor was a failure at the time because no one thought it was going to be good, and now Andor is the one that everybody's like, I'm actually hyped for season 2.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's the best
like,
one. It's the best looking one because they filmed it on location. They didn't use the fucking volume. It's real.
But the point that I'm making is that there was a reason that we were hyped for The Force Awakens when it came out because we hadn't had anything. Believe me or not, oversaturation actually does affect fans.
Look at Marvel.
Because
no one gives a fuck about Marvel.
Yeah, it's like if we hadn't gotten like 500 Marvel films before like No Way Home, I would have been a lot more hype. But like between Endgame and fucking like No Way Home, we had like 8 or 9 movies, and I'm like not, and like I'm like not even kidding there either. But like,
well, their biggest problem is they can't have street level stories anymore because all the villains are fucking insanely powerful or whatever. So then it's like, all right, like in this new Captain America that's coming out, which is most certainly going to fucking bomb, you have Captain America fighting the president as Red Hulk by himself. None of the Avengers are going to get involved when the White House gets destroyed.
Now,
are you fucking joking? Like,
now that's not a new story. It's just that this current adaptation, this version of Captain America should not even be able to hold a candle to Red Hulk because
this
like
version of Captain America is not even a super soldier.
No. Say what you want about Bucky, but like Bucky's a super soldier. So like you could have made him like he's fucking Captain America in the comics. He's
Falcon,
right there.
So is Falcon at one point, but even still, like here's the other thing for you. I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you want. I don't care. There was only ever like a couple characters I actually gave a shit about in Marvel. And that was Iron Man, you killed him. Thor, he's a fucking cuck.
Thor's a cuck.
Thor's a cuck. Doctor Strange is retarded now. And Spider-Man, everybody forgot he existed. And he's just
quite literally. Yeah.
So I quite frankly could give a single fuck.
I don't blame you. I tried to hold.
And the Guardians
of the Galaxy
The Guardians of the Galaxy are gone too.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even give a shit about them until I watched the first movie before the second one came out. I was like, These don't even feel like Marvel. They can stand on their own.
I tried to hang on for as long as I could until they said the Moon Knight was not canon. Then I was like, yeah,
That pissed
nah.
me off because that was one of the only characters that I'm like, oh wow, they're making a show about this character. There's a good actor playing him, and it's actually a super fucking interesting character. And not only did
And
the show
then,
suck because they just made it all about his girlfriend who becomes the hero.
bro,
He doesn't even
you
fight the main villain. He doesn't fight the main villain at the end, and he just shoots him in a car after they
you
beat him.
literally had Oscar Isaac playing multiple characters, but like being like the same dude, and you couldn't even have him be Jake Lockley once, bro.
No,
Like,
he was Jake Lockley a lot. That's what they'll tell you. He was Jake Lockley a lot throughout that, but they just never
no,
show it.
he wasn't.
Yes, he was. They just never show it.
Okay, no,
They never show
that's
it.
not.
Every time he blacks out, he's Jake Lockley.
Yeah, but then make the show slightly more violent then, because I
Then
kind
they'll
of wanted to
no,
see that shit.
technically, Roman, even technically, they'll tell you that they did show it because when he was in that realm where he was on the boat and it was like the psych ward, Jake Lockley was in a sarcophagus. He was just yelling in the sarcophagus and they walked past it.
Fuck off, Roland.
So Jake
That's not
Lockley,
showing it.
no, they'll tell you that Jake Lockley's in the show a lot.
Yeah, well, Disney can fuck off. I only have watched 2
I don't know how you
MCU.
make a Moon Knight show and don't make it brutal.
Bro, they turned him into Batman.
No, they
They turned him
didn't.
into Batman.
No, they didn't. He didn't do anything. He's only in the Moon Knight suit like twice. And
I'm
one of the times
saying,
he doesn't do jack shit. And the
yeah, I
only
mean, like,
reason, bro, I have a feeling the only reason they said it wasn't canon after the show was finished is because everybody on the internet was like, so when the night sky paused and then went back in time and was shooting around, why did the Avengers not show up? And they were like, it's not canon. I'm not even joking because everybody started questioning that after the finale. And their first answer was, well, it's not canon. Yeah, but you didn't say that going into it. You planned on this being canon, and then you were like, well, that's retarded. They're right, because every Avenger
now
like, what the fuck is going on with the sky?
now he can't even be part of the Avengers, which sucks because Moon Knight's a cool ass character.
Everybody thought he would be. Moon Knight. Moon Knight's not canon, Ronnie. Everybody thought, yo, that would be a crazy fucking character to put in the Avengers. And then if they had brought Deadpool in, then you would have been like, yo,
Well,
yeah, Deadpool.
they are now, but
yeah,
having
but it's like you would have had Deadpool and Moon Knight in the same fucking team.
yeah.
Like that would have been sick. Yeah, Moon Knight's not canon at all.
Yup. It's
I mean,
not canon.
They could do fucking Midnight Suns.
They literally
But they won't.
made that show to get all of the Moon Knight fans to shut up because like Moon Knight fans were like, we like want a show or we like, want like a movie. We want something. Disney's like, here, now shut up. Like now like Disney can say that, the Moon Knight fans now like have like their show, which is so stupid.
But
That's
it's not. It's about
so
his wife. It's about his ex-wife. It's not even about him. It's about him for like
I know that, Roland.
3
Yeah.
episodes, and then it's about his ex-wife and how she just becomes an Egyptian fucking superhero out of nowhere.
At least Khonshu looked kind of cool though.
Yeah,
And I thought that Ethan
Hawke was really good in that too. And
Yes.
they fucking shit on him. Ethan Hawke's a good actor, and they were like, oh my god, the big fight's gonna happen. Oh shit, I blacked out. Now I'm waking up and I'm in a car with Ethan Hawke. And then he just shoots him, calls it a day.
Yeah. Yeah. I hate
That show was
this
ass.
timeline, bro. I was talking to our friend of the show, Alex, and he completely agrees with you, bro. Someone turned on CERN. Someone turned on CERN.
I've been
Someone
saying it,
had
bro.
to have turned on CERN.
Yeah, 2016 on the dot. 2016 when fucking all female Ghostbusters came out.
Was that the year that it came out?
Yes, that was patient zero for all this woke bullshit.
That was also the year that Hillary Clinton ran. Oh my god. Thanks, Hillary.
It's a miracle.
You caused all of this.
Dude, it's a miracle that the Penguin's good.
Bro, I've heard that show's fucking awesome.
It's
I haven't watched it yet.
It's a miracle that we've gotten some good television this year. But just wait, dude. It's going to ramp up again. It's going to ramp up again with all the anti-conservative shit that they did back in 2016. They're going to do it again. And they're going to double down. They already did with Rings of Power season 2. And I'm not even talking about conservative like in a political way. They started doing this shit when Trump was running the first time. And that's when you got like all the male characters are subverted by females. Everyone's a Mary Sue. Like that's how you end up with Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones. Indiana fucking Jones being dragged around by some bitch who just fucking yells at him the entire time and tries to kill him fucking twice. But she's
in fairness though, there was that period where Trump was like not president and that shit was still happening though.
No, but he was fucking yes. Because they were starting all those shows, all of that shit was in production at that time, Roman.
I'm just saying. Like there was also that time period where like it doesn't feel like it, but Biden has been president for like, the last like 4 years now. So
no, I get that, but everything else was in production before that. The movies that The Acolyte has been in production since 2019.
Seriously?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
It took them 5 years to, make that bullshit?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. It was announced at Star Wars Celebration with The Mandalorian and everything else.
You were wait.
Or 2020, maybe.
Were you there when like that shit got dropped? That's crazy.
I think it was the next year. But still, it's right after fucking Rise of Skywalker. So yeah, it was the next year. But that's 2020.
So 2020. He wasn't he? Shit, bro. That is not bro, it feels like so long ago that like, 2020 was like, a thing. Like holy shit. But yeah, no. No, like in like 2016, bro, someone turned on CERN.
That's how you end up with Warrior Galadriel. It's this shit. That's how you end up with the boys just completely being against fucking men in general. Like that's how you end up with Homelander literally being Trump, but worse. Like a terrible version of Trump. Like that's what they do. That's what they do. And it ruins
version.
It ruins fucking any type of. When I turn on a TV show, I don't want to think about American politics when I'm watching a show about superheroes. I don't.
Well, if I want to.
They're all allegories. They're all fucking allegories. And they use a ton of allegories. They've even said this. They use a ton of allegory in fucking Rings of Power. That's the one thing that Tolkien hated the most was allegory. And that's all.
Yeah, but who the hell besides you is watching, Rings of Power though?
Unfortunately, well, we'll never know because they won't release the numbers.
They should. They should.
Everyone says that, but they won't release the numbers.
I'm not giving that show a review. Again,
you'll lose your Amazon account.
So, did you ever finish season 2?
Yeah, I finished season 2. Dude, I have it up right now. I'm waiting because we're still gonna go over the last couple episodes.
Yeah. We don't have time now, but we could probably do that, like, next week. Like, we can just, like, dedicate that to, like,
Oh,
next week. But,
I want to see if Pilgrim's available.
yeah. So just because I got a few more minutes here, you want to talk about, like, Andor and, like,
I just
that
want to
shit?
show the footage of it, and then
Yeah,
I have
like,
one funny thing to go over. But this was
I want to see what they're cooking.
a coming in 2025 trailer for Marvel or from Disney.
Is Daredevil dropping in 2025? Oh, no.
Yeah. So you got like, here, let me full screen this.
You subscribe to IGN? Wild.
There's fucking or whatever.
Iron Heart?
Yeah,
That
Iron
show's gonna bomb.
Skeleton Crew, which I could give a fuck about.
Skeleton Crew is coming out next year?
Oh, Alien Earth.
Wait, there's another Alien?
It's
movie?
a show. It's a show.
Oh.
This ship collected specimens on faraway moon.
That was cool.
I want to.
That might be okay. I will watch Alien Earth to review it.
That actually looks cool.
Daredevil.
I'm conflicted about whether that's going to be good.
By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
Looks like it might be okay.
I wonder if your darker
But,
half
like,
would agree.
Yeah, but this is the
Okay.
Marvel Daredevil that, remember, he did the walk of shame after banging She-Hulk.
Yeah, and he also wore his, like, mustard suit.
Yes. The fuck is that thing?
Person, bro.
who can help us?
Andor.
You're thinking like a thief. I'm thinking like a soldier. Think like a leader.
Something big is about to happen.
I don't give a
The
fuck.
Handmaid's Tale is getting another season?
I could give a fuck about that. Percy Jackson. I just want to
The Handmaid's Tale.
fuck the Handmaid's Tale. What is that thing?
It's Schmeagle, bro.
Yeah, so
Come
this
on,
is
man.
all this Andor shots are all.
Those shots are incredible.
You got
Those
Bix's back
incredible.
clearly. That's people were like, "Oh my god, it's a TIE Defender." I'm like, "You're fucking retarded. That's a TIE Interceptor." Get it right. So clearly he's stealing a TIE Interceptor. That's an interceptor. People were like, "Oh my god, it's a TIE Defender, fucking whatever." No, that's an interceptor. That's how I know all these people are fucking Star Wars tourists.
I'm thinking like a soldier.
You gotta stop thinking like a thief. I'm thinking like a soldier. And then you have like
Rissman. What's up?
What's up, Rissman? This is more of the stuff like clearly from that first shot, there's gonna be more rebellion. Like
He says it is not an interceptor. The wings are wrong. Interceptor wings do not angle back.
you're right, they don't angle back, but I don't think it's a defender either. But also I wouldn't put it past Disney to just mess that up entirely.
April 2025?
Yes.
Interesting. All right. We still got a few more months then.
I mean, it could be a TIE Avenger.
Wait, what the hell is a TIE Avenger? What the hell is that thing?
I'll show you a picture.
A TIE Avenger? What is that? I've never heard of that. I've heard of everyone else. The TIE Avenger?
Yeah, it's probably an Avenger. Yeah, no, he's
Rumor mill is it's a new TIE Advanced variant, and there's going to be a Lego set of it in 2025. Oh, so that's why I haven't heard of it. It's new.
No, it's
Okay.
not. It's not entirely new. It's from like an old.
That thing's gorgeous as hell.
Yeah, I forget what game it's from.
How didn't they? How didn't those? How didn't those make it into the movies?
Because they weren't in the movie. They weren't around yet. They didn't exist like
It
creatively.
was in the X-wing and Tie Fighter games.
Yes, that's what it is.
Thank you, Risman.
Yeah, but he's right. It does look like an Avenger. My point is, it's not a Defender. I see people saying it's a prototype Defender. It's not a prototype Defender.
Defenders, yeah, yeah, they don't look like this.
They have 3 panel wings. Or 3 wing panels. Yeah, no,
Vader's
it is dope. It is a dope ass ship.
Vader's ship is a fighter, isn't it?
No, his is a TIE Advanced.
Oh, okay.
His is
That was close to Vader's ship, the one that we see here. Oh, okay, no.
and that's the TIE Advanced, which also does have backward facing wings, but more like that.
I love the look of the TIE fighters, or just like the TIE ships. I just love like the look of those ships.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They are so cool.
Yep, and that's true as well. Vader's was a one of a kind. There was no other TIE Advanced.
Well, because like they were like using toy models and shit, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's talking about in canon. They were too expensive to produce.
Oh,
They had didn't they? Wasn't the TIE Advanced
what,
also?
did Palpatine like raise taxes in
I
order
think
to
the
pay for
TIE
this shit?
Advanced also had. I could be wrong, but I feel like the TIE Advanced also had hyperdrive on it. But I could be incorrect because no other ties really had that.
So
At least
that
in
Andor
OG
shit
canon.
looked cool.
Yes, all right, Matt. Thank you. Yeah, so the TIE Advance did have a hyperdrive, but most others did not.
All right, bet that's just cool. So what's this funny thing that you wanted to show me?
So you know how Disney's making a live action Wicked?
Yeah.
This has been making the rounds this week. Mattel mistakenly lists porn site on packaging for the Wicked dolls.
Are you serious?
Yeah. The doll is for children 4 and up. Mattel expressed deep regret, blamed the mix-up on unfortunate error, and vowed to take immediate action, but the company did not say how the error had occurred or what action it planned to take. It was not immediately clear early Monday how many of the mislabeled boxes had been distributed to stores. Mattel had not announced a recall or offered a refund
Wow.
to affected customers.
How's that happen?
So there's the Wicked doll.
What child is gonna want that doll?
So the thing is, if you type in, it was supposed to be wickedmovie.com, and they just put in wicked.com, which is a porn site. So
That's
on the back,
fucking porn site?
so on the back of all of these boxes, wicked.com comes up.
Oh my god. Imagine that you're 5 and you're just like typing that shit in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And honestly, wicked.com, the porn site, needs to just make a Wicked porn parody now. That's a win.
Yo, bro, they should just capitalize on
That's
that
a
shit,
win
bro.
for the porn site.
They just have like they have like millions of more people tuning in to see them, and just capitalize. Just be like, hey, like we have like a Wicked themed thing on our Wicked porn site now. Just like, hey, like Like, yeah, here, come and watch.
I bet you the price in these fucking dolls just rose though. If you have one that has the and so this article doesn't have the quote from Mattel, but they said, we're issuing a recall, but to all parents, if you have this doll, you need to either take the doll out and destroy the packaging or obscure the code on the back.
Well, no, because parents were buying them as Christmas gifts.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and
let's be
you
honest,
generally keep your Christmas gifts in
they're
boxes.
going to little girls too, and I don't think that. I mean, if my child was buying a doll, if I was getting my child a doll like this, they're probably too young to be on the internet.
Well,
Like, you know how many websites
why?
on the back of my Star Wars figures? Like, there was always like StarWars.com. I never once was like, I'm going to go on the computer and look up StarWars.com. I don't think I ever did that because of a toy in a box.
Yeah, like the question is, why are your 5 and 6 and 7-year-olds on the internet unsupervised?
Well, the person that I saw post this first was Steph from Minority Home, from Geeks and Gamers, because she's a big fan of the Wicked play, and she discovered it because I think she has one of these figures. I don't know.
So it's not that kids are searching this up then. It's just that
people discovered it, and this is a kid's toy.
yeah, so kids could find it though. And kids probably have found it.
Yes, I'm sure.
Man. That is not good. Why would you put that onto the back of just vet that shit first?
Yeah,
Things don't get vetted now, bro.
This is what you're supposed to get to.
Oh, I thought that you were gonna show the actual porn site.
No,
I was gonna be like, please don't show that.
well, I can't show the other one. But this
I mean,
is what you're
you can.
supposed to.
It's just that like we won't have a show anymore.
This is what you're supposed to be brought to. Is
Betty Crocker? What the fuck? Why is Betty Crocker sponsoring that shit? Go and make cakes.
You're supposed to be brought to the wickedmovie.com.
So it's wickedmovie.com.
Yes,
okay.
They only put wicked.com on the back of everything, which is a porn site. And I really hope that it was just somebody who was like, hey, they caught it and they just went, fuck it.
Man. Okay, that's actually funny as shit.
Unfortunately, it's probably going to be like some little Asian girl who like is boxing all these up and they're going to go and get mad at her. But just thought that was fucking funny. I thought that was a good funny ass little story there. Just another.
I needed that, bro. I needed that laugh.
Like, how fucking stupid could you be,
bro? Why would you not vet that shit? Like,
that's what I'm like. No, they just saw it. They were like, yeah, that's got to be it. Wicked.com.
No, bro. Like, Mattel makes like WWE collectors toys, and like they John Cena's retiring next year, and they have his most recent figure out. Thousands upon thousands of like John Cena's toys had fucking the name Randy Orton on it. We all know that he's not Randy Orton, but
that's fucking funny.
But yet, like John Cena's toy, this is his last toy, has like bro, the name John Cena on it.
Back in the day, it used to be like you had a Zuckuss and a Forlom Star Wars figure, and the names were switched.
Yeah,
it looks similar. Or you had a Plo Koon with a green lightsaber instead of a red one. and that or instead of a blue one.
You know what? Like these like official toy companies. Do you know what this like reminds me of? Kind of, sort of. It's like how like you would like walk into the dollar store and see those like knockoff toys. Like
Yeah,
how like in like box sets
toy
you would like
soldiers.
get like a
Instead of
Batman,
instead of
a
GI Joe,
Spider-Man.
it's like GI Jim.
Yeah, or like you would get like in like a box set of 4, you would get
The
like a
fake
knockoff
lightsabers that are
Spider-Man.
called the silver lightsabers that are called laser swords.
Yes, yes. Or like
Yeah,
you would get like or like you would get like the 4 toy box sets where like you would have like Spider-Man, Bat, and then you would have like Batman, and then you'd have Sonic, and then you'd have like Pikachu, all like in like the same shit. And like, that wasn't like licensed toys, but like they were all in like a 4 box set, and you could get them at the like dollar store and shit like that. I think I have a few of them actually. But yeah, no. Like,
I
but
haven't.
these are like official companies of toys, and they're like messing that shit up. So that is definitely going to confuse a kid who is trying to buy a John Cena toy and it says Randy Orton on it. And if for any god-forsaken reason a kid is watching this and you happen to have that Wicked toy, please don't search that website up.
Also, don't
Please
tell your
don't.
parents you watch this.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I mean, that's funny, but like it's also sad though at the same time that like, that shit just like does like not get vetted.
I mean,
Nothing
sometimes,
gets
like I
vetted.
said, sometimes it's cool. Like I have one of the Plo Koons with a green lightsaber. I don't have the box for it anymore, unfortunately, because I opened it as a kid. But I have a Plo Koon that came with a
Actually is
green
cool
lightsaber.
though. That actually could have been worth money.
It is worth money. That's what sucks that I opened the box when I was little.
But
It's
how much
worth
money
like
is it worth?
It's worth like $600.
What?
Yeah, because there was a couple of them, and it was because one comic came out where he had a green lightsaber instead of a blue one, and they printed a couple toys for that comic, and then right after that comic, everything else he had blue.
Bro, I have a rare Batman toy
It was
that's
before
worth
Attack of
like
the Clones. It was right before Attack of the Clones. So I was like,
really?
dude, I was young, yeah.
Bro, I have a rare Batman toy that I fucking opened up as a kid and I've been like playing with him for years now. That toy's worth
Play with your Batman
$17,000,
toy?
bro.
You still play with your Batman toy?
No. That much to sell it. Liam, fuck off. No. But did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I did.
I can't sell that shit now because it's out of the box and shit like that.
You still
Like, once you take it out of the box, it's a wrap. Actually, wait.
No, it's not a
Give me-
complete wrap.
Give me
It's
one
just
second.
you can still sell it. It just loses a little bit of value.
This is a golden Dark Knight Rises Christian Bale Batman collector's toy that kids were not meant to play with. This is just meant for a, collector. And I fucking opened it. It's worth $17,000 because like it's like actual gold and shit like that. His like cowl is like gold and shit. And I fucking opened it. And I could have been sitting on $17,000. This thing's worth $17,000 because they only made 1,000 of them.
I have a
1,000 of them.
golden. I have a golden Millennium Falcon.
Really?
Yeah, hold on.
That's badass.
Golden Millennium Falcon. Let's see. Yeah, I have it right here.
But yeah, like that shit pisses me off. The fact that like I had so like if I had known
it was one
if
of the
I had known that
it was one of the fucking Hot Wheels ones.
Oh, you have a Hot Wheels one? That
Yeah,
shit's badass.
I have it. It's out. Like I actually like I don't polish it, but I dust it. I think I put it away for now, but let me see what it's going for. Franklin Mint 20th anniversary. That's not the one I have. Let me see. Let's see what this is. No, this is the 2014 one. I don't have that. I have the
Which
older
one
one.
do you have?
I have the older one when they were making. Remember the little what are they called? Fucking something um something steel. What the fuck were they
Yes.
called? Where it was
They
all
weren't.
little. It was all Star Wars ships, and they came with a little stand.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. I know what you're talking about.
What the fuck were they called?
I
They had a ton
I
of
had
Legends. You could get a Star Killer ship one.
I had the Naboo ship, I think,
Yeah,
from that
I
line.
have a fuck ton of them. What were they called?
Your shit's definitely worth a ton of money, though, for sure.
They were like, not. Was it titanium? What were those little things made of, dude? Somebody help me. What's the? It's right here. Literally right here. This is what I have. Exactly what I have here. Like, hold on. They used to come with these little stands. Some were black and some were clear.
Hold on.
These. This thing right here. That's what I have.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
Diecast. It's diecast. Gold Millennium Falcon diecast spaceship. But they
Bro, those
they
shits are.
weren't all Hot Wheels. Like there was original ones, like diecast Star Wars ships. Hold on.
If you have that shit and it's still like in good condition, you're sitting on money, Roland. I'm not saying that you should sell it, but like that life
These
size
fucking
Grogu,
things. These fucking things.
yeah.
Maybe they were Hot Wheels. I don't think they were Hot Wheels at the time though.
No, they turn
These
into Hot Wheels though.
fucking these right here. But they had different stands. They had like they were the older ones. Yeah, they were
Yup.
these. I have all four of these. I played with the fucking
That's
what's
what's
it
up.
called? A fuck ton. The LAAT. I have Vader's fucking TIE Defender. I have the TIE Fighter. I have the Wookiee ship that has like two Wookiees in it. Yeah, it was. I guess they were old Hot Wheels, but I used to buy these things because they're so fucking cool. These ones are here,
They are cool.
but some of these are newer ones. But there's Andor ones in here. Dude, I have that. I have the fucking. They had different stands. The stands were black. They weren't clear. They were black. Yes. Yes. Right here. These stands.
Those are cool.
These are exactly
Those are
what I
cool.
have. That's what the gold fucking Falcon's on. I have this exact LAAT.
That's cool as shit, bro.
I have so many of these ships, dude. This was them.
Fucking cool as hell.
I think. Was this them? No, because I don't remember them being Hot Wheels. These are all newer. I'm talking like fucking old. I actually have the yeah, it was these things, dude. Because I have all three of these too. All four of these. Titanium series. It's the Star Wars Titanium series. Hold on.
Do you ever get the micro machines or no?
Yeah, these fuckers. Right here, dude. I have a ton of these things.
Those shits were fucking.
Oh, they
Like,
were so dope. I have that
those shits were
one.
cool as hell.
I have that one. I have the rust bucket. I have fucking that one. Oh, dude, they were out like in force around the time of Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, man.
These
Hype,
things were so dope.
hype ass shit, bro.
You could get like any freaking ship. There was like crazy ass ships too. I have that green fucking Jedi Starfighter. The tons of these ships were like, yes, yo, right here. That's what they came in. That's what they came in.
You have a few on your. You have a few on your on your on
On my
your
shelf.
stand in your like room and shit like that.
Well, it's in here now, but yeah. Now, coolest thing that I have is I have an original Star Wars: The Clone Wars LAAT, the one with
Yup.
the face painted on it.
Yeah, bro.
I have
I've
that
seen
thing
that
right
shit. It's
here.
cool.
Looking at me right now. See if
You're
I can.
fucking.
I bet you I could find
You're
this.
fucking.
Star Wars Clone
Yeah,
Wars
this will be the last thing because
2003
I gotta roll ski soon.
diecast LAAT images. I mean, there it is, but where's the one in the case? So I have it in the case. Yup. I have this exact fucking thing, except, my guns aren't bent on it. Like this picture. But
That's what's up, bro.
this thing is one of my favorite Star Wars ships I have, dude.
Yup. I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've seen
dude.
that at his house.
This thing is so dope.
That thing's cool.
I definitely played with it for like a while. So like it's probably a little bit scuffed and shit, but I keep it in the case now. Thing was
Yeah,
so
but
sick.
if you hadn't opened it though, I'm sure that shit is worth money.
Yeah, I looked it up at one point. I also have some of the OG Clone Wars figures.
Oh, word.
Like I have a Ventress and a Dirge from the OG Clone Wars. Dude, the Star Wars packaging used to look so good. Like, look at the fucking Republic Commando one. Like, so sick.
That shit goes hard, bro.
Yeah. I miss the old packaging, dude. The Revenge of the Sith fucking packaging was the shit. Do you remember that?
Vaguely, yeah.
Hold on. Before you have to go. Revenge of the Sith 501st.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
The packaging for those was hype. Yes. It was all centered around Vader's like helmet and shit like that. Yep.
And the lava. It was either that or like a 501st clone trooper.
Yup.
But like they all had these dope fucking packages. Man. That's the good old days.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you could
I
actually
miss it, bro.
you could take the helmet off the freaking clones, dude.
Bro, toys now? Like
Suck.
if you try to play with a toy now
Fucking
and it's a
suck.
brand new toy, that shit breaks instantly. You can't even have like when I go and put them up on my shelf cuz like I don't play with them. Like I put them up on my shelf, the shelf that y'all have seen where I have my like figures and shit. If I get like a new toy and that shit falls on carpet, it fucking breaks. On carpet. Like toys are not durable now, bro. But
No.
on that note though, Roland, unless you got more to say, I think that is a wrap ski. And
Yeah, I'm good.
we'll be back next week.
All right.
Same bat time, same
Yeah.
bat channel.
And I should hopefully be back on Crimson Show this Saturday because I don't have anything to do Saturday.
Yes, sir. Everyone go and subscribe to Crimson Law.
Yeah,
And
let's just talk about anime and the state of it.
within like the next 2 weeks, we'll also have out another Monday Night Mayhem too. So be on the lookout for that as well.
Yeah, it's going. We're gonna go live on Rumble though, right?
Yeah, that one will be on Rumble, and then I'll put it up on Patreon, and
Clips
I'll
on
put clips
YouTube.
on. I'll put clips up onto the YouTube channel. But yes, so just be on the lookout, y'all. I will put it all into the community tab. We'll see you all next week. We love you guys. Thank you all for watching.
Have a good week,
And
guys.
have a terrific week. Happy Wednesday. Ronnie, fuck you.